So we are still going to work on theme. Remember, theme is a lesson to be learned. It's a lesson the characters can learn, but also a lesson that we can learn. And we have to take a guess at what we think the theme is. Okay, it's not going to be listed in the story. It's not going to be stated in the story. We have to guess. Okay, so I will read The Two Travelers with you, and then there are some questions that you guys will answer, and then a short response. Okay, The Two Travelers. Two men planned a trip that would take them through wild, lonely country. They promised that if they met with danger, they would stand by each other. To the end, said the first man. To the end, said the second man. They traveled only a short distance when a bear rushed out of the woods at them. The first man, as soon as he saw the bear, rushed to a tree and climbed it as quickly as he could. The other man, who was slower to see the bear, realized he had no time to escape. He fell to the ground, pretending to be dead. The bear came over to the man on the ground. The animal sniffed and smelled the traveler. The bear put his face right up to the man's ear, but the man held his breath, and soon, losing interest, the bear walked away. When the bear was safely out of sight, the first traveler slid down the tree and walked over to his companion, who was now sitting by the side of the road. Well, that was a close one, wasn't it? The first man said. What did that bear say when he had his mouth to your ear? It's no secret, growled the second man. He said I should never again believe anything said by a coward like you. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to underline words and phrases that tell you about the thoughts and feelings the second man has about the story events. So let's highlight how the second man feels after the man rushes away and leaves him in danger by himself. So, all right. Right here it says, well, right here I'm going to highlight, he was now sitting by the road, okay? He went off and he started to sit by himself, okay? He was alone. He wanted to be alone. He didn't want to be around the man that had left him, okay? And then it also says, it's no secret, growled the second man. If you growl, if you say it kind of like mean, that means obviously you're upset, okay? He's not saying it happily, he's upset. So, it's no secret, growled the second man. And then he also said, I should never again believe anything said by a coward like you. Okay. So we have some details highlighted. We're going to use those to answer our questions. So the first question, what do the characters promise each other as soon as the story opens? So what did they promise they were going to do for each other? Well, if you look up, you can find that in paragraph 1, okay? Paragraph 1, you can find that answer. And then the next part for number 1 says, what happens that creates a problem for the characters? So what happens that a problem develops? What came in the story, okay? You can find that in paragraph 4 or number 4, okay? Number 2, how does each character attempt to solve the problem? So, what does the first man do when the problem comes along? What does the second man do when the problem comes along? Number 3, at the end of the story, what has the second man learned about the first man's promises? You're fine. Okay, so fill that one out and then do the short response using the race strategy. Describe a theme of the two travelers. So identify what the lesson is and what the second man should learn or what should the first man learn from the actions, okay?